Hello guys. Some of you might recognize me from a stream that I do on Twitch, but this is gonna be my new video on my channel that I just cleaned. I deleted all of my videos and all of my past streams on the YouTube channel. So what is this video about? Well, I want to share to you guys what I have been going through my entire life. And by that I mean a lot of different things. I know that this video is probably going to get a lot of hate, a lot of different things are gonna pop up in the comment section, but I don't really care. I just want to express my feelings and maybe help people who have been in this same situation. So, let me begin. From the beginning, I was a small kid, 7 years old, and I went to school, first class. For me, school was always like enjoyable in a sense that I liked some of the subjects. I liked biology, I liked English, I liked a lot of things that had something to do with the nature and learning new things. Yeah, I could say that. And I apologize for my speech. I have ADD, so I'm kind of out there. It's hard for me to concentrate because of my ADD. So you're going to hear about this ADD a lot more on this video, but let me continue. So, first class, first day, everything was going relatively fine, yeah. But I've always been bigger than the other students in schools, so people would bully me for being big and being different. And as a kid, I just thought that maybe it will pass, you know. Maybe it's because I'm new in the school and all this kind of things. So that's that, I think. So yeah, I thought that maybe it will pass, yeah, but it never did. I go into second class, third class, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and when I'm in my last grade, my ninth grade, I just feel like that I have gone through these grades with like with a heavy heart in all of these grades, like from the first grade all the way to the ninth grade. In Finland, the ninth grade is the last grade in our school that is mandatory to do. So I'm in ninth grade and I just feel like what have I accomplished so far? I've been bullied for ages and I really didn't have any friends in school, only a few, like kind of guys that I chat with during recess. But I couldn't really call them my real friends because they didn't know what I was going through. So neither did I at the moment. I just felt strange, like I didn't have energy, and like I didn't want to do things like other kids wanted to do. And yeah, at the moment I didn't know what was going on. But now when I'm older, I realized some things. And a few years ago I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and ADD. If you don't know what ADD is, it's the opposite of ADHD. ADHD people are extremely hypersensitive and hyperactive to certain things, most of the time at least, not all of them, but most of them. So ADD, like you can probably see in this video right here, I'm really slow and I like to think about things before I say them. And even though if I did a script, I think it wouldn't be good because it's hard for me to read and concentrate at the same time on things. So yeah, I have ADD and bipolar disorder now. They were diagnosed a few years back. And as I said before, I have been bullied in school a lot. I'm not going to name any specific cases in the bullying because that's a long story. And maybe I'll do that in a different video if you want to hear about those things. But this is more about the mental health problems and how I've been living with them in a world where most people with mental health problems are shunned upon and not treated as they should be treated, as equals and as just people. So yeah, a few years back I got the diagnosis for bipolar and ADD soon after that. And ever since I've had those diagnoses, it's been difficult to say the least. But let me tell you an example. I had a good friend of mine say to me when I told him about my bipolar, he just told me that, let me quote him, "I've had depression as well, and it wasn't that serious. And I think that in time, and if you change your life habits a bit, you will get over it." I just thought to myself that, is this guy really been my friend for all these years? And does he not really understand what I've been going through? And I'm like, how can he say these things to me? And it really struck me as strange because I didn't really understand why would he say these things to me. I thought that he was my friend and had been my friend for ages. And after that incident, I haven't really been as close to him as I would want to, but it's really hard for me to be close to a person who doesn't really understand how I feel inside every day, struggling with my issues, struggling to get up from the bed. I just feel like I don't have the energy to do anything. Even normal household chores like doing the dishes, taking out the garbage, going to the grocery shop, they feel so overwhelming sometimes. They feel so heavy and stressful. But yeah, moving on from this friend incident, ever since I've had these diagnoses with me, day to day life has been quite difficult, you know. Whenever I see like a person I know out there when I'm going to the grocery shop to like buy stuff like milk and basic food stuff, if I see someone I know, like a acquaintance, not really a friend, but you know, people who I know from somewhere but haven't got to know them on a personal level. If I meet that kind of people out there, a lot of them have just heard somewhere that I have these diagnoses, that I have bipolar, that I have ADD, I have social anxiety, and then they just look at me different. They stare at me and they treat me differently now. I feel it. It's not really that obvious, but it's there. I notice that because I've been talking to them for ages, and you know, I've seen them a lot of times, and I know that they're treating me differently. It's just something's there. I just feel it, and even though in this day and age, I've been told when we were kids, at least when I was a kid in 1995, that's when I was born. When I was like 5 years old, after that, like from when I was 5 to when I was 10, like other boys and even in the media and the movies, it was told that you're not a real man if you show your feelings, that a real man is a man who's macho and tough and acts tough and all that. But you know, in my opinion, that is a tough man who can show his real emotions and open up about their emotions. So yeah, I just wanted to share my feelings, how it's been and how it is still to live in a world with mental health problems, in a world that is like negative towards people who have mental health issues. And I mean it because I mean like I told you, people look at me different, people judge me, people think I'm weak, people think I'm strange, or people think I'm crazy. I mean, the word crazy comes very often in day-to-day life and interactions. A lot of people think I'm crazy just because I have mental health problems. But you know, I can't really blame them because they don't know how it's like. They don't have these same problems. it's hard for people to understand if they don't know it, how it's like to live with these problems. But I just still hope that people could at least try to understand, like come forward a bit. Yeah. It's so difficult to make new friends, for example, when you're scared that people will judge you and people don't understand you, and then you kinda lose trust in people when some people stab you in the back and tell you that you're crazy and you shouldn't be living in this world. Yeah, I just wanted to share a bit about myself and how I have mental health problems. So it's kind of difficult for me to speak about these things because I have, yeah, ADD, and I don't really know how to put things into words and sentences, so I apologize for my strange way of speaking. But yeah, maybe this will give some perspective how I'm living my life. And I know that this video wasn't long or really in depth because I don't really know how to do this thing yet. I'm working towards better communication and all that stuff. So if you want to see more or want to hear more about my life, like my mental problems or how I was bullied, well, just leave a comment and tell me that you want to see these things. Then I'll maybe do another video more in depth about my problems. But yeah, I think this was it for now. And thank you for watching, and please leave a comment if you want to see more or just feel like saying something. Even if it's negative, I will read those, and I don't really care if you say something bad. I'll still read it. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.